and this is 2020.
Welcome everyone. This video was delayed a week because some other content creator distracted not just me, but the other ladies on the uncalled for as well. However, I did finish it, and let me tell you, I spent a lot of time on clipping out segment after segment so you all could have some face-palming fun. What can I say about Nathan Thompson except he has extended Christmas for all of us, so we can enjoy his stupid, moronic idiocy. Is that redundant? Oh well. He is the gift that keeps on giving, and I intend to take full advantage of the presents he gives us all. There are cookies and milk on the table, so just sit back, relax, and enjoy.
One and the two and the earth is flat.
So, guys, my name's Nathan Thompson. I run the official Flat Earth and Globe discussion. We've got about 130,000 members in there. We don't allow cursing or insults.
You fucking losers, dude. What a bunch of losers, dude.
Yeah.
How dumb can you be to think the Earth is a cartoon ball? You fucking moron.
I made the mistake of turning up.
Yeah. You crybaby.
Well, we're not crying though, are we, Nathan? We're just talking to normal adults. You're the one that's screaming.
Very good point, Scott.
I don't understand. So Nathan.
Yeah, I know, it's so funny. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
The government tricked you guys.
Do you understand what I'm saying about
your mental state, Nathan? You've seemed to go a little bit wonky lately, doing the things you're doing, the way you're talking. It's a bit of a worry. I'm just a little worried for your mental state. Seems to
Who wants to be arrested again in the next 12 hours?
Head, scientifically illiterate morons. Ha ha ha. What a funny joke.
This is what he has to do to live with
himself. If that was the case, Nathan, why isn't it easier for you to just refute what we're saying? Like, why can't you just tear us down being a logical, rational adult? It seems like that would be easy if we were truly scientifically illiterate.
Do it for the creator.
They live on a cartoon spinning globe.
And I realize some of the information I'm going to talk about may seem a little disturbing, but the truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it, ignorance may try and deride it, but in the end, there it is. And so the most dangerous man to any government is the man who is able to think for himself without regard to the prevailing superstitions and taboos. So if you know that the earth is flat, then you are deadly dangerous. You are the very type of person who's broken free from the conditioning and do not buy hook, line, and sinker to the lies that the public education and the mass fake mainstream media are spreading. The biblical account of creation, the reality that we live in, anyone can test, and we'll get to all the science in a minute, is critical because through God's creation, he reveals his glory and his handiwork. Psalm 19:1 says, the heavens declare the glory of God and the firmament shows his handiwork. So I'm not asking you guys to believe anything you're about to see here, but at least hear me out before you do. And also, if you're a Christian, search the scriptures. If you're not a Christian, do your own research and experiment. And if you're a Christian, also do your own research and experiments, because in the Bible it says, test all things and hold fast to that which is true. Coriolis effect states, and please don't interrupt me, Craig, because I want to keep track. I've done these debates with you.
If you're wrong, I will say you're wrong and correct you.
I just asked you not to interrupt me, so I'm going to go ahead and make a note here. Craig,
he's making a note. Lovely.
I'm going to keep track of all the interruptions.
Cool story, bro. Get on with it.
You just interrupted me again.
Yeah, so cool story, bro. Get on with it. They are not the same thing.
Did you
understand that, right?
That the velocity is 1,039 miles per hour, Craig. Yes.
As I have stated many times, the rotation is not 1,030 miles an hour. The angular velocity is 1,030 miles an hour at the equator.
Excellent.
They are different things.
You said that nobody said Earth rotated under things. Now, are you familiar with who Neil deGrasse Tyson is, Craig?
Yes, but I'm not talking about Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I know.
I'm talking about the actual description of. Well, let's get back to what the Coriolis force says. I don't care what Neil deGrasse Tyson said.
Your claim
this is the debate between me and you.
Nobody says Earth rotates under things. Now, not only do they teach kids in school that there is a Coriolis effect and that Earth rotates under things, but if you check Neil deGrasse.
No, I went to school. You didn't. That's not what the Coriolis force is.
We're going to go with third interruption.
Nathan, let me tell this.
1 second. Let's just let Nathan finish this.
You also said that the Earth doesn't rotate under things.
That doesn't mean the Earth doesn't rotate. It's just what I said is the Coriolis force is not Earth rotating underneath things. You can't put things in my mouth.
Oh, and you also said nobody says that, but the most famous scientist in the world, Neil deGrasse Tyson, has been on record saying that the Earth rotated under a field goal.
Cool, I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I know, but you were Craig, Fight the Flat Earth, and you said nobody said Earth rotates under things.
The way he explained it was for a layman.
Another interruption. And I am Nathan Thompson, and I pointed out that you, Craig, who believes in SpongeBob fairy tale land science, has to get science beat into his head with the science hammer.
Cool story, bro.
Just a quick aside. I was channel surfing one day, waiting for a movie to come on at the top of the hour. I had 15 minutes. I hit a football game, and they just ended the game at a tie, and they just started overtime. I said, that's about right. Let me just watch this. How bad could it be? After the necessary exchange of possession, it became sudden death overtime. And then one of the teams, Cincinnati Bengals, got within 50 yards and they kicked a field goal. And the ball rotated up. It hit the left upright of the goalpost and went in. And I said, ooh, wait a minute. And I said, which stadium is this? What's the latitude? And I looked at the orientation of the stadium, I did a calculation, and then I tweeted. And I said, the overtime winning field goal by the Cincinnati Bengals was likely aided by a 1/3 of an inch deflection to the right, imparted by Earth's rotation. People lost their minds. People, the local sports channels, and so the point is, if you are going north-south at all in the northern hemisphere, you will deflect to the right, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, you're banging SpongeBob with a hammer. I'm just going to ignore you when you do that.
3, 4, 5,
Can you count this high, guys? Can
7
you get to 10?
interruptions.
I wonder if I get to 11, he has to take off his socks and shoes.
Count them. 1 flower. 2 flowers. 3 flowers. 4 flowers. 5 flowers. 6 flowers. 7 flowers. I love to count flowers.
So I know you want me to take my clothes off, Craig, but I won't be doing that on air for James and his.
Oh, you do it plenty all the time
I'd rather
anyway.
you not do it for anybody.
So it's all
Me
good.
too.
So can I speak
Here's a
now?
real kicker, guys. I haven't been to a gym in 8 years. Yeah.
About how I went from the dude on the left to the dude on the right with no diet and no gym in 90 days.
Now, Craig, uninterrupted.
I mean, as long as you don't waffle on for too long, yeah, sure.
How long are you going to give me, Craig?
Well, just carry on. If you get something wrong, I'll let you know.
No. I want to know how long you're going to give me without interrupting me for the 8th
It's maths,
time.
you wouldn't get it.
Craig. I'm sorry?
It's maths, you wouldn't get it.
I'm obviously counting and keeping track, so I can count. Is that?
I mean,
not-
I'm surprised. You must have a chart or something with you.
That's another insult. We're gonna go with number 4. Insults. Excellent, Craig. I really appreciate it.
No worries, Nathan.
This is all
you
that.
you lost all semblance of any kind of respect being given to you when you decided to harass school children.
Guys,
So-
we gotta research the flat Earth, okay? The Earth is flat. It's not a moving ball. Okay? Does anybody want a flyer? Yeah! Whoa! Back up! Research large bodies of water. Research large bodies of water. It's just a piece. Hey guys, real quick. I got a flyer for you. Check it out. I can't give them a flyer? Hey guys, check this out real quick. Space is fake. You're not on a spinning ball. They're gonna teach you, listen guys, they're gonna teach you you live on a spinning ball. That doesn't make it true. It's not real. The floor is not moving 1,000 miles an hour. Okay?
You guys know the good news? Cops showed up and told me that I'm not allowed at any of the Greenville schools because they issued a trespassing warning. So all these spots right here, I can't flat smack, or the cop warned me I might go to jail.
Oh my gosh, a school bus. I just flat smacked a kid who just got off the school bus and I didn't have my camera, so I couldn't record it. The earth is flat. Let's see if I can get him at the stop sign. Let's go, Gio. We're gonna flat smack the kids at the stop sign.
Hey guys, the earth is flat. Large.
How dare you teach children or try and talk to them?
So Nathan, you have a hearing coming up in a month. Are you gonna prepare a speech saying, the school system is lying to our kids, all science proves, the earth is flat, only pseudoscience, religious beliefs, are what you're teaching? Are you gonna try to make some sort of statement like that?
Yeah, I'd love to. If they'll let me present a case, I will. I'm also, trying to look for a lawyer. If some ACLU attorney wants to take my case, I'd love that. But we'll see. I mean, I was in an article today with the Greenville News and USA Today. So they called me and asked me questions about what happened. And I don't know. It's blown up. I think it could be a pretty big deal. It seems like a hate crime, in my opinion, because they're trying to silence my First Amendment rights. I mean, I didn't intrude on the school. I was on a public sidewalk, and I just used my First Amendment rights, and they want to arbitrarily decide that that is disorderly conduct.
Hey, Nate.
The sun stays the same size?
Yeah.
Great, excellent. Just go follow Chris Van Matre. He's a geodetic land surveyor and a pilot, and he has the solar infrared or solar technology that Craig's talking about. And he did measure a change in the size. Not only that, but I've recorded the sun and the moon shrinking to small dots above the horizon. They didn't even intersect the horizon because I was in Colorado, 10,000 feet above sea level. So that's pretty much my response to that,
Is
Craig.
the sun below the mountain?
Okay, it's not actually below, but because of perspective, Craig, as the sun moves away from you, it approaches the apparent, not actual, apparent horizon. So what you get is a shadow being cast on the clouds because the sun is approaching the horizon, and eventually it will disappear behind the not actual but apparent horizon. We call that a sunset, Craig.
So
His point was that the
saying
shadow on a flat Earth would be a turtle. Okay, Craig, you don't.
That was
have
a joke.
to
I know you don't get humor.
You are a joke. You're a total
flat
joke.
Earth is the joke.
So I'm going
We
to
all
go
know
through
this.
the points one by one for you.
You've got them all wrong
How
so far.
eclipses
Cool. Right. So
One sec. Let's go for.
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
Guys, my name's Nathan Thompson. I run the official Flat Earth and Globe discussion.
What's going on here?
But most of all, I'm...
Hey, settle down. Take it easy. What the scallop?
I'm Goofy Goober!
And the floor is all yours.
I mean, to quote Luke Skywalker, everything you just said is wrong. Like, literally
Because
everything.
Greg believes in SpongeBob, fairy tale, imagination land science.
Cool story, bro.
So because Greg believes in fairy tale, imagination, SpongeBob science, he'll say things like Earth has a Coriolis effect. Craig will admit that Earth does not rotate under things. I'll agree, Craig. I appreciate the concession. It looks like we're getting some science.
Okay, right. You ready to actually learn something
could you
now?
please, for your audience, because I want this to be very clear, because, and please don't interrupt me, Craig. You asked me if I want to see it. I'm going to explain. Yes, I do want to see it. Because
Cool,
Craig
I'll show it
believes in SpongeBob, fairy tale, imagination land.
Cool.
I'm in the middle of talking, Craig. I'm going to...
Yeah, you're banging SpongeBob with a hammer. I'm just going to ignore you when you do
this
that.
fairy tale idea, SpongeBob imagination science, that the globe makes predictions. Craig, on the SpongeBob fairy
I don't
tale
have beliefs, Nathan.
imagination land. I used to be a globe earther.
You
for
keep
Craig.
putting words in my
He
mouth.
believes in SpongeBob fairy tale
Cool story, bro.
land science. Has to get science beat into his head with the science hammer.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah.
You want to carry on now?
A fairy tale cartoon SpongeBob globe, that would not work because it's not proved we are on a SpongeBob cartoon spinning globe, Craig.
And it's the same stars they see, yet they're not in different positions, because that wouldn't explain how they can see the same stars but can't see the star there. Perspective doesn't answer this. It does not make sense. It is impossible on a flat stationary Earth. So your answer is basically, I don't understand perspective. Cool.
Craig, how are two people on the opposite sides of the Earth both looking at stars? Wouldn't it be daylight on the other side of the Earth?
Yeah, but well, not necessarily, because the Terminator line. Listen, let me answer the question, Mourn Boy. Right, the Terminator line goes along the middle, right? So there is going to be 2 points at either side of the disk where they are both in darkness, yet they see the same stars. So the Terminator line answers your dumbass question.
Hey guys,
Nathan,
I just wanted to think.
Nathan, are you listening? Nathan, wait, Nathan.
Because Craig believes in SpongeBob fairy tale science that is not
story, bro.
He will make claims because of perspective, Craig, as the sun moves away from you, it approaches the apparent, not actual, apparent horizon. So what you get is, we call that a sunset, Craig.
So are you saying that perspective of the color are perfectly explained by light being refracted in certain ways? There is no issue there. There's also no issue with seeing it during the day. My point was there is no explanation on a flat Earth for a lunar eclipse. Do you have an explanation as to what the lunar eclipse is? Because the heliocentric model does.
The heliocentric model states that the lunar eclipse is a shadow. Shadows are black, not glowing red.
No, not what I asked. I asked, is there an explanation for the lunar eclipse on a flat Earth? Actually address my point.
I'm addressing what you said.
No, my question, Nathan. Why is there a lunar eclipse on a flat Earth? That is my question.
I'm going to get to that. So if you look up ancient civilizations like the Mayans and the Egyptians, and also long before anyone believed in gravity and SpongeBob fairy tale imagination,
to the point.
Globes, another interruption to the truth. So, and he avoids real science like the plague.
Are you going to answer my question, Nathan? If not, you can concede another point.
Like with a hammer, it's insane. Due to perspective.
Absolutely.
Excellent. So that's what we're seeing here. You can go ahead and say whatever you want because you believe in fairy tale globe nonsense, and then we can go over
cool.
Science. That's why I have the science hammer, Craig. And
that's about all the science you know.
About science, it's observation.
Is why does every interferometric fiber optic gyroscope on the planet measure a 15-degree rotation in 3 axes? Not only that, but a 1 degree a day rotation on a 2D plane, which represents our rotation around the sun. Now, the direct question, why does it pick it up? Don't deflect, just answer the question.
Craig, so as I was getting into how science is
Yeah, no, just answer the question. I don't care what you think about science, just answer the question.
We want to give Nathan a chance to speak, so go ahead, Nathan, on whatever you were going.
Yes, of course. So science is observation, then hypothesis, then experiments. But if all you have is we saw a light in a ring laser gyroscope and it did something, you don't have any science. You are scientifically illiterate. Go ahead, Craig, your response, and then we're going to move on.
Everything you just said was wrong. Again. So my observation, I noticed that the Earth appears to rotate based on my observation of celestial bodies. My hypothesis, the Earth is rotating. My experiment to show that is to test using the known effects of the Sagnac effect. The Sagnac effect is all to do with the speed of light and the fact that the speed of light is constant in a vacuum. Now, using the Sagnac effect, we can actually, if there is motion, based on the closest thing we have to a reference frame, the cosmic microwave background radiation. And in reference to that, the experiment based on my observation and hypothesis shows that we are rotating as expected. So there's all your things answered. But again, you avoided the question, Nathan, and we're not moving on until you answer the question. Why does the gyroscope pick up a 15-degree drift in 3 axes? We're not moving on until you answer.
Oh, we are moving on.
No, we're not moving on until you answer.
I already went over the
No, we're not moving on until you answer why.
Now it's not science.
I don't care what you think about science. We're not moving on until you answer the question.
So you're just going to interrupt me the entire time.
Nathan, if you want to, you got like 2 or so minutes.
Yeah, I mean, if you believe and have a good enough imagination, you can think you're SpongeBob and you live in a pineapple under the sea, but that's not science. Let me be very clear, okay? When you don't know where you live, you can't assume to know where other
he's
people
avoiding a question again.
And Craig's interrupting me again. SpongeBob living in a pineapple under the sea. You think that a lens that curves the horizon is proof you live on a cartoon spinning globe. But I'm here, Nathan, the crusader for justice, the freedom fighter that's going to teach all you guys where you live. That's not actually how it works.
You said child child harasser wrong. So the dog cam. Hey,
I'm not saying they're not all not funny. I mean, some people are extremely
They said, hey, fight the flat earth, you're awesome.
SpongeBob fairy tale religion that doesn't match with science. Then
Did you just drop your drink?
That's another, no I didn't. I dropped the SpongeBob pineapple imagination fairy tale globe land plot.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Thank you very much. Vacuum at constant velocity, you feel nothing. Right or wrong?
Wrong, because, and let me be very clear for the SpongeBob in the audience, if you're on a merry-go-round going 1,000 miles an hour, globeheads who believe in fake fairy tales,
you don't know what any of that means.
Imagination, science, say,
hey Nathan,
like, how funny is that, guys? That's what globeheads.
Wow. So Nathan, hey Nathan, how much would you feel if you're on a merry-go-round rotating once a fucking day, you moron?
Craig, I'm answering questions from the audience. If you have a question, please.
I know you don't know the answer. It's there's no point.
James, and I will answer your question, Craig.
Sleet.
You don't know the answer. It's cool.
Thanks for your question from Sleet. They said that given that GPS works mid-ocean and that
Live in a
GPS
closed
antenna
dynamic system, not a tilted cartoon ball in space.
Gotcha.
That's SpongeBob.
Thanks for that. Let's see. Dennis D, thanks for your super chat, who said, Natalie used hammer to break
getting into the Globehead SpongeBob imagination because we do see the same stars.
Gotcha.
Right.
Thanks for that.
Can I just quickly tell him why he's wrong?
If it's like
come on, it's only fair. It's only fair. Yeah. So
SpongeBob imagination. Go ahead, Craig. Interrupt me.
Are you just gonna steal like Hogan's entire bit?
You can't steal what Ken Hovind gives freely, and if I have to beat...
No, you've literally stolen his bit. You've literally stolen... You don't have any originality about it.
Globers, then I will, Greg.
What are you going to do?
Upside down, imagination land, science, east to west. So they don't move in opposite directions. You are...
They rotate in opposite directions, you absolute moron.
Literate. Thank you very much.
Next up, Dennis D, thanks for your super Eric, thanks for your super chat, said, Nathan, why doesn't Perspective make planes disappear behind the horizon or any other objects in the sky?
Planes do disappear behind the horizon. What are you talking about, SpongeBob?
Oh, if they disappear behind the horizon, that means the Earth's a globe.
Horizon is not actual, it's apparent, and I'm not...
apparent means there's a physical of something.
I'm not to talk to you anymore.
Apparent means there's a physical of something, numpty boy.
Next up, thanks for your super chat. The Athens 619 says, it's Perspective. Proved it on my channel.
Sometimes you gotta spank the SpongeBob and let him know it's not real science.
Dude, you should really keep your fetishes to yourself. Like, that's not healthy. Or simply me allowing the stupid to parade themselves for everybody to see. And boy, is he fucking stupid.
Roxada, thanks for your super chat. Yeah, I just realized, it's funny that even though Craig was playing the video, Nathan, when you hold up SpongeBob and like pretend to move it and stuff while Craig is talking, it's kind of the same idea. We've never had... This is the first night where both of you coincidentally brought visual props to hold up while the other person was talking. It's just interesting. So it added to the intensity. Movie theory, let's see, we get that one. Roxada,
when you are a SpongeBob, you can't talk about science, you have to talk about religion.
Yeah, that's all you have. A book says a thing.
I haven't said that.
And is constantly wrong about everything they fucking say.
Next up, gotta fly through these. Thanks for your super chat.
We live in a pineapple under the sea. Steve. Globehead.
Gotta move
Nathan, why do planes have GPS receivers on the top?
Next question.
You don't know. Cool.
Balin 69.
Scientifically
JR,
like
thanks for your
SpongeBob, who lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Gotcha. Thanks for that. Trades. Thanks for your super chat. Said Nathan, I find your sincerity hard to deny. Maybe physics isn't for you, and you should try telling people about how great God is or something instead and focus on that, huh?
Nathan, they all believe, and I believe it's a globe. I believe it's flat. Bleep, 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 bleep.
Fight the flat Earth. How does science actually explain gravity?
How does science explain gravity? So gravity is...
apparatus is science. Well, you probably think you live in a pineapple.
Man-made apparatuses are science.
Fuck
me.
It's called relax. I need to relax.
I only used a small portion of the debate section. There was a question and answer part as well. I put the link in the description below for those that didn't get a chance to see the debate. Rest assured, as long as Nathan keeps doing stupid, moronic, and idiotic things, I will continue to make videos about him. Thank you for watching.